Welcome back on the channel, guys. So I'm trying to find some bottomed out AI opportunities right now because most all tokens in AI, they're just down 90, 95, very close to 100% down from all-time high. And I think AI is still a strong narrative. It's better to buy at the bottom than at the top, right? So I've been yield farming this token, but on PancakeSwap, not Uniswap. The thing is, the liquidity on PancakeSwap is lower, but the volume is pretty much flattened out. So this is the liquidity pool I'm using. The APR has been going down because there's a lot less volume today, but especially the TVL is not that deep in this pool. And since I'm not farming cake here, I just went on the X screener and I found better options here on Uniswap. When compared with the pool on PancakeSwap, it has much deeper liquidity, almost triple, and the volume is much higher. So the pool on PancakeSwap here, according to their analytics, the volume is definitely going down. Although the position itself, in just a matter of 1.5 days, it generated at around 4%. So this is really good yield. The average APR is over 5,000%. It's going crazy. But now it has been toning down. And I want to keep this generating fees for the longest amount possible. So I went here on the X screener, right? And I found another pool with the same token that was performing much better. I could have options on PancakeSwap by pairing it with BNB, but I want to pair it with a stable. So when it comes to comparing both of these pools, the one on Uniswap is doing much better. So you see here, volume to liquidity ratio, it's the exact opposite that what we want. We want to see this volume higher than the liquidity, not the opposite, right? So if I'm having exposure to this token, I want to be in the best pool possible. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to withdraw my liquidity from PancakeSwap and send it to Uniswap because, like I said, I'm not even farming cake. This liquidity pool doesn't have a cake farm. So if you are facing the same issue, you just need to come here to your pool. You see the details of it. You see the minimum and you see the maximum. Then you go on Uniswap, you find the pool. I already did that, but you find the pool, you'll use this search function here. You can then search for the token address. Let me just show you step by step. It will list you all of the things about the token, like pools, the token itself, etc. All right, it's loaded. So let me go down here. You find pools and now I can search here. So TVL 1.3K, it's this pool exactly, paired with USDT. So then you select it, you add liquidity, and the total APR here, it's looking much better. And overall the volume, if we go and compare it for the, let's go even for the past week. So you see, yeah, the volume is still fizzing out, but it still generates more volume here than compared with PancakeSwap. So on PancakeSwap, since yesterday at around 11 p.m., that's when we saw pretty much the last action. Then there's here and there some volume ongoing, but not crazy, just a couple dollars here and there. Well, compared with Uniswap, we see more activity. Although we can definitely see there's less volatility right now, that less demand for the token. Still, we look at the volume to TVL ratio and it's really good. So potentially the results that I showed you on PancakeSwap, getting all of this yield, would even be higher if I had deployed on Uniswap, which I'm about to do so. So you select the pool, you copy the minimum and maximum, then you go on Uniswap, you find the new pool, you add liquidity, continue, and here you insert the same minimum and maximum. So this was my maximum back then, 8,430, and as a minimum 1,450. Now I'm doing the exact same prices because I don't want to have to swap tokens and lock in impermanent loss and all of that. So if I have the same range, this is the power of DeFi, decentralized exchanges. I just need to deploy liquidity in the exact same range and I'll be good. Just make sure you're looking at the same ratio. So we're talking about BNB XBT per USDT, not the opposite, right? So make sure you're looking at that and that it matches what you're looking also here on the other exchange, BNB XBT per USDT, okay? So now what I'm about to do, I'm going to withdraw all of this like so. All right, done. Okay, so I have to redo the prices. They changed for whatever reason. So this looks right now, previous range that I had. So let me yield farm this for the next couple of days to see if it's doing good. The thing is, I did farm it with a wider range on the bottom, and I was still getting a really nice yield, 4% a day, something like that. So I want to keep farming it for the next couple of days because I have some leeway on the downside in order for me to keep compounding. So here it is, over 1000% APR. Let's see how this one keeps going. So that's what you need to do. If you want to move your liquidity elsewhere, if you notice that the liquidity is earning less fees, this is the power of DeFi. You can move it to another exchange, the same pair, the exact same range. You don't lock any impermanent loss whatsoever, and potentially you can generate more fees because there's more overall volume to TVL, volume to liquidity ratio. This is the key thing to look out for when looking for profitable pools. And this one was yielding quite a lot, even with a substantial downside range that I had, which was at around something like 50%. Actually, let me open this pool because I had the details mapped out here. So the downside that I'm using here, it's close to 60%. I opened the pool here. I set my range to just catch this lower support level here. So I'll have to monitor it for the next couple of days to see how it goes. If the fees generated are allowing me to break even or close to that. But yeah, this is the power of DeFi. You can take liquidity whenever you want out of a pool to another, getting you exposure to the exact same pair, but with better volume to TVL ratio. So hope this was helpful, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Take care. Keep exploring crypto, and I'll see you in the next one.